entiende mal equals misverstehen Sie. My German's a little rusty. Misunderstand the sage as brush. Misunderstand the horizon as longing of length and depth. Misunderstand barbed wire as absence. Misunderstand presence as absence of barbed wire. Misunderstand we as in this together. Misunderstand conflict as conflict. Come Lou Reed il tueront vos filles. Says Lou Reed, they'll kill your sons. The English language, as each sad dog knows, has a double vocabulary. Null system of terms lending to programs, grinding wheel of fortune into socio-economic collapse. Or suddenly subject matter is popular and calls for the precision warning, oaths, and finger pointing. Question: what of this foreign learned vocabulary? Answer: cluster bombs. Question: and families, even little words loaned of alien languages? Answer: freedom fries. This cast abroad. This our transmission. This is we. At least it was till O got in the house. One more. And that last one was addressed to the former press secretary. This one's addressed to John Barr, president of the Poetry Foundation. You said these things in plain English. Quote, there is fatigue, something stagnant about the poetry being written today. When did you last read a poem whose political vision truly surprised or challenged you? This was John Barr. You invoked Homer, Virgil, Chaucer, Wordsworth, Dickinson, Whitman, Pound, Eliot, Yeats, Williams, Moore, Stevens. You invoked Dana Gioia and Mary Oliver. Have you no irony, John Barr? John Barr, you should not have invoked Stein. She is none too pleased. She says there are no frauds in death, and you will want to avoid her at dinner parties. John Barr, you have not read a word of the new poetries. John Barr, get a bloody catalog from SVD. Okay, that's all I'm going to read from this one. So, I have a few ex-students here, which really makes me happy, not just because now they're just friends and normal people, but because I haven't seen them since I left and went to Vermont, and only some of them took writing classes with me, others took other classes. But this piece is called Intro to Creative Writing. I'm doing a series of these. And this one's called Week 1, Freedom, Privilege, and Other Abstractions. I wrote this a little while ago, and I guess having in mind that when Billy Collins was asked to pick a book for the CUNY system, he picked his own, that everyone had to read. I thought that was really special. So freedom, privilege, and other abstractions. Her soul is suffering, but his is in torment. Who can say which is worse? No ideas, but in things we blather. A doctor said that. William Carlos Williams, M.D. When a patient confessed that he or she was experiencing pain, Williams would respond, pain is an idea. I understand what you mean, but I don't feel it. What specific thing is causing you pain? Then the patient might say, well, doc, I think it's the shard of wine glass stuck in my mouth. To which Williams would respond, good. Now I feel your pain. Perhaps it's a metaphor as well for the middle class. The problem, of course, is that even specific details and evocative imagery amount to nothing if the author has jack squat to impart. If we find ourselves writing about a high school breakup, a quirky neighbor, an epiphany in the park, or just some light-hearted poem that's good for a laugh, we needn't bother. Chances are that Billy Collins has already written a better version. Try this exercise instead. Write a persona poem in which you fuck Billy Collins. Now, widen the scope of the poem. Add layers of complexity. You're going to stop laughing in a minute. While Billy Collins watches you and your fellow soldiers fuck everyone he loves. Muslim soldiers, Christian soldiers, take your pick. Just be specific. Consider the occasion of the poem. Perhaps you've been told that Billy Collins is harboring enemy combatants, and your outfit is busted through his front door during a holiday meal with family and friends. Fuck every last one. Fuck them with your fists. Fuck them with gun barrels. Force the adults to fuck the children. Use a mix of concrete imagery, for example, intestines leaking from a boy's torn underwear, and figurative language. A metaphor, perhaps, how the youngest girl has retreated into a coma. One restriction, try not to make it a funny poem. That's the beauty of being a writer in the USA. We have the freedom to write about anything. We can even write about something other than our own lives. Sorry if that was an assault on your senses. It needs to be written. Okay, I'll read just one more piece. Does that sound about right, time-wise? Okay.
You're doing good.
This is a prose poem called A Pig Like That. Sorry, I'm kind of shaky. I get upset when I read that other poem. Billy Collins really pisses me off. All right. A Pig Like That. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, when in your Texas, I met a rancher trimming the hooves of a three-legged pig. Asked how it came to pass that his pig had lost a leg, he exclaimed, that pig's a genuine H-E-R-O. Rescued my youngest daughter from a neighbor's pit bull when she wasn't but knee-high to the same. A hero indeed, I said. A shame, though, the rescue cost the pig his leg. Oh, no, said the rancher. That's not how it happened. That was just his first heroic act. A year later, he saved our whole family from a house fire, dead of night. Woke us squealing, a flashlight in his mouth, guided us through the smoke. He made the local news that time. Decided afterwards to become a firefighter. Dedicate his life to helping others. Your people heard of 9/11? Well, he was there. The North Tower, terrible, of course. Afghanistan and Iraq came next, beset on all sides by towel heads rigged to explode. His comrades sitting beside him, sharing a joke in the Humvee 1 minute, the next reduced to so many smoldering sausages. It was then, I guess, that an improvised explosive device had taken the pig's leg. No, that wasn't it, said the rancher. He held his hat to his chest and began again in a whisper. You may remember a certain flood in New Orleans, a bitch named Katrina. Well, the pig was called home, being part of the National Guard and all. And even in that swirling toilet of a city, he rose above. Yes, sir, saved an old woman from drowning. Black, too, if you can imagine. Proves some pigs are born heroes and remain heroes, no matter where cruel fate may force them to serve. Stunned, I could still not help but inquire, had the pig lost his leg in New Orleans? No, said the rancher. I cut it off. Did I forget that part? Good Lord, a pig like that, you just can't eat it all at once. Thank you.